guys, so for the past 2 months, my bad, I've been dating this one guy named Evan. And it may just be me, but we have some really hilarious conversations. And I know there aren't many of you out there, but I thought I would share them with you because I think that they're worth listening to. So here's the first one. I'm going to read it to you in case it's, well actually I'm just going to read it because that works better. I started off by saying, baby, with an excessive amount of whys that perhaps might not have been necessary. He responded saying yes, with an excessive amount of question marks that might not have been necessary. I asked him, what's the name of the elf guy in Lord of the Rings? And he responded with Legolas, or I call myself a fangirl and I haven't seen much of Lord of the Rings and I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the elf guy that shoots the bows with the arrows in Lord of the Rings. And I told him thank you, and he wanted to know why I needed to know, and I said I was trying to find a picture of an elf and I felt stupid typing elf dude from Lord of the Rings into Google. I think it's funny. Then I was talking about not doing my homework, as so many of us at my school do. Well, at least putting off my homework, and I said, let us sing the procrastination song. And he asked, how does that go again? And I said, procrastination, it's failing my classes. Procrastination. Procrastination. And that was the procrastination song. And then this perhaps might be the highlight of all of our messages. It's about Doctor Who. And I asked him what he was doing, obviously, and I recently got him into Doctor Who. He's already on season 3. And he said, watching the Doctor. And this was like the very first episode he had ever watched, right? And I was like, which episode though? And he said, Tennant starts off in a Christmas special. He refused to watch Christopher Eccleston for some reason. I'm going to make him eventually, but he refused to watch season 1, so we started off in season 2. So I guess season 3 isn't that much of an accomplishment, but he started a week ago, okay? Give him some slack. And so I said, I watched the episodes out of order. My first episode was Let's Kill Hitler. Which Christmas special? And he said, the one where bitches invade Earth. And I said, bitches invade Earth a lot in Doctor Who. And he said, how is this not descriptive? Bitches invade Earth in the Christmas special where David Tennant first appears, and those bitches control people by their blood and almost make them all jump off shit and die. And I said, oh yeah, that's a good episode. Then there's this one. I explained to him that I didn't have homework today. And he said, congratulations. I asked him if he had homework. He said he has to read like 20 pages, and that's it for the night. And I was like, that's not bad. And he was like, it's more than I usually have. And I was like, are you serious? I always have like fucking billions of textbooks and essays and papers and assignments, and you just occasionally have to read from your book? And he's like, that freshman life. Didn't that make me feel so loved? And then just earlier today, before I decided to make this video, we were having a conversation. This one actually kind of hurt my feelings, but I wouldn't tell him that because that might hurt his feelings. But I was like, he was gushing about Doctor Who because he's getting into it and everything, and he was talking about them and stuff. And I was like, you're adorable, you're becoming a fanboy. And he's like, fuck no, I'm not. And I said, yes you are, don't worry, fanboys aren't as bad as fangirls like myself. It's kind of like a hierarchy, and anyone in any gender could be any part of it. Fangirls being up here, fanboys being right here, and normal people being right here. And he said, I fall under the regular person category. And I said, no, you've risen above it. And he said, nope. And I kept backing myself up. And in the end, he sent me a spam message of, look at this. He sent me that spam message of many texts, and it was, you shall not refer to me as a fanboy, or any form of fanboy, in any language, ever. And yeah, that's what happened. And then he said his reasoning for it was that he just wasn't a fanboy, which, I mean, I guess I can respect, but I don't know. I found it incredibly adorable that me being the fangirl that I am, at least on some topics like Doctor Who and the Hunger Games, you know, to have a boyfriend that just completely dissed the idea of fanboying. I was very excited to have a fanboy boyfriend. It was a highlight of my life. But it's all good. He's still explaining to me about how he's not a fanboy, which is actually really adorable even in itself, because no matter what he says, he kind of is a fanboy. He talks about Doctor Who more than he talks about me now, which is really adorable. So I just had to put that out there as my idea for the week, and thanks for watching. Love you guys.